It's the 19th of May. We're in the subdivision that Steve and Kathy are going to live in. They were looking north on their street, and here's their site. And well, see a lot of piles of dirt and so on from here. But things are underway, and this the neighbor to the north, who sits down in the hole. He was one of the first ones to have a house out here. And all the neighbors, including Steve, are up higher, like this house. So during the past week, while I've been here, they've made a lot of progress. They had the foundation walls up. You can see yesterday they delivered that lumber. And the soil here it's all sand, and below ground, the deeper, it's like a lot of iron in it. And this is got some topsoil in it that they'll put on the upper layers. But you see it's already been backfilled up to that level, but it started out way down there. It takes a lot of fill, so much that they didn't get near enough out of the excavation. And so that posed the problem of how do they fill it up without spending a fortune. So currently they're in the process of digging dirt out of his backyard, which is way back where that backhoe is. The lot is 500 plus feet deep, front to back. There's an electric service, piping sticking up in there, and the floor. Hey, they must have come back and put that deck on, Steve. Yeah. The floor deck is on since yesterday. We were here after lunch. Now we can walk around up here. And there's
the stairs is dead.
Yeah, 3-car garage here, and under here is the stairway that's going to go from the garage straight down to the workshop downstairs. There's a man door, and then a double garage door, and a single. So they've got to bring this grade up some more. See, Sam is in the areaway from one of the 2 basement windows, so they get a lot of light in downstairs. The people next door left the back part of the lot just wild, like it was. They haven't do anything with it. And Steve is going to do about the same thing, but his neighbor to the north has got grass all the way to the back, which means he's got a lot of grass to cut. Planted a bunch of little evergreens. And beyond that tree line there is a ravine that's probably 30-40 feet deep. And there's a creek down there, and nobody can build there except on the far side of that ravine, which is probably 100 feet across. So they're not going to have any backyard neighbors. Sam found something to have a ball on. Oh, there goes Steve. He made it. Who's the king of the hill? There's his neighbor across the street. Both of them face, they're on the crown of the road. From this, right about in line with where Steve's truck is, out on the road, that's the high point of the road. From here south, it slopes down, and from there north, it slopes down gently, but it is a slope. And you see everybody there, like his neighbor to the south, or to the north and beyond, they all have a culvert. So does the neighbor to the south. You can just see a piece of it. But Steve doesn't have one. He doesn't need one. Neither does the guy across the street, because the water goes both ways from their property. The iron is so bad, you can see on that house there. See the door, the siding, it's all stained rusty from watering the grass. Even these people next door here have their foundation got stained before they ever moved in the house, which provoked them no end, I guess, because they've gone so far as to, they have iron filtering equipment for all the water in the house and also for sprinkling. I guess they've got sprinklers in the yard, and that's all treated. They're putting all treated water down. Now I'm heading back towards that ravine. It looks like it's going to rain here shortly, so we got to do this quickly. This was all flat here, but now, because they're digging up that dirt, and they move it with a huge dump truck. From the backhoe fills up the dump truck, and he drives to the front of the lot and dumps it back and forth, and you can see this is all rutted up. So now he's got a new problem. Now that's Stake. That's his southeast corner. And way over there is the northeast corner. The trees are all beyond that. And beyond that is, oh boy, it's getting close. Just wanted to show this huge excavate. Looks like a in-the-ground swimming pool here. Made a tremendous hole here. Look at it. Took a lot of ground. Now this mound here, no doubt they're going to grab that too. But here's the edge, right here. And this really drops off way down. Yeah, now it's all leafed out. It's hard to see, but the other side of this ravine is way beyond that. Those trees, the darker colored trees, way beyond. No, it doesn't show up. There you can see through the gap there. Okay. And Sam found another mountain to climb. Now we're looking north though. This neighbor next door has got a storage thing out in the backyard. The neighbor beyond him has left the back half grow wild.
Hey, Dad.
Getting back to the north neighbor, it looked like that part of his yard is higher grade than it is at his house. The guy north of him is higher. Steve is certainly higher by a couple of feet. And the road is higher. So he's got a real, if it wasn't sand, he'd have a horrible problem. Now, that's the house to the north. Here's the top of Steve's garage foundation. The garage floor is where that, about 6 inches down where that door sill is. If we sight across, the top of the wall is about at his windowsill. And the grade at his house is down 3 feet plus. So the grade at his house is going to be about 3 feet, is 3 feet lower than what Steve's is going to be.